James, ahead of Perpignan on Saturday, a really big game and a really exciting one at that.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be a very big game. 6 p.m. start at Kingsholm. Our last game at Kingsholm was obviously a bad one, and sadly this season we've had a couple of bad games at Kingsholm. So bad's probably an understatement, as everyone's thinking. But yeah, really bad day at the office, and it's very important that this weekend we must have a reaction, because there was so many people that were disappointed on the weekend, gutted, angry, frustrated. And that's not just within the playing department here and the coaches. It's expressed and felt all over Gloucester, and you can feel that. And Gloucester's an amazing place when you're winning and it's going well, but when you're losing and you're not performing, should I say, not just losing but performing badly, you know about it, and it hurts a lot. So we owe it to ourselves and also to the supporters to try and get a very big performance out on the weekend against a very tough side.
Obviously, it's the Heineken Cup back, and well-deserved place for Gloucester this season after a good season last year. And obviously, getting up for a Heineken Cup, there's going to be no shortage of motivation for that.
No, absolutely, and there's no hiding places either. We perform like we have a couple of times this season. The weekend, it's a heavy defeat. They bring anything close to their A game, that'll be enough to wipe the floor with us. So we've talked about it this last few days. We've really got to make sure that we up our game, have a bit more urgency about our game, and play with a lot of. Or show a lot more desire. At the moment, people have felt it's looked flat, and it's just not, and it's not been good enough. It's absolutely true. So we've got to make sure that we can always play with our hearts on our sleeves and improve our performance.
And obviously a chance to come back up against Naz and Alistair Strockosh as well in Perpignan colours, and two players you know very well.
Yeah, absolutely. Great guys, very good players. I'm sure that they'll get a bit of banter coming back, but at the same time they'll be warmly welcomed back as well, because Naz was club captain. Strokes came here when he was very unknown, so to speak, and developed his game and ended up going on to Scotland and bigger and better things. So they play very differently. Naz likes to be almost in the loose, and he's skillful, but he's got the physicality. But Strokes is complete and utter granite. He's as tough as he gets. So he's going to be out to climb into the boys, as we've got to be the other way. It can't be one-way traffic. We've got to make sure we front up. But yeah, it'd be good to see them back, and I hope we win, because otherwise Naz will be on Twitter non-stop.
Fond memories going back to Toulouse in 2011, and obviously the schedule's been quite nice. 6 o'clock kick-off, Heineken Cup under the floodlights. It's a pretty nice prospect.
Absolutely. Everyone loves these type of games, because it's not too late to kick off. 6 p.m. perfect. Get your mind on the game throughout the day. Get prepared. Do whatever you need to do to get yourself in the right place for kick-off. And same with the supporters. They can watch any sports on during the day, or do your family time, and then get to Kingsholm, have a few pints, and hopefully, fingers crossed, he says, a big performance by Gloucester, which, as I said before, haven't said it enough this week, really. It's massively needed.
And obviously a final word for Ollie Morgan with his sad news coming out, and a player again that you know very well throughout your time here.
Yeah, I've been very lucky to play with him over the years. A fair few games, and he's a fantastic player. You hear that word said about a lot of players. Someone would say, "Oh, he's a great player, or fantastic." He really was, and positionally he was as good as you get. You wouldn't find anyone positionally better than he was. Under the high ball, again, you wouldn't get any better, and ultra brave, extremely brave, and if anything, that probably caused him a few injuries over the years, head knockouts, shoulders, this type of thing. But he'll be sorely missed around here, because he's a good guy. He's great to be around the squad, and I think he will still be around here a little bit. But it's just sad that he won't be lacing up his boots in a cherry and white jersey again. So really disappointed to hear the news, but I think he's been aware of it for a little bit. It was a serious injury.
James, thanks very much.
Thank you.